lovelies, welcome back. If you are new to my channel and if you've never seen my face before, hi, my name is Yasmin. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm sorry if you could hear a dog barking. My neighbor's dog is very loud, and the dog keeps barking. But anyways, the fun fact of this video is that I love ramen, like the instant ramen, you know, like the Maruchan brand to be more specific. I love ramen. I don't know, I know it's very bad for you. I know it's really bad, but it's so good and it's so affordable. And it keeps you full for like 30 minutes, but then I'm starving again. But yet again, I keep purchasing them because they're affordable and they're really good. So for today's video, I'm so excited to do, I'm gonna be doing another one brand tutorial. I've already done a one brand tutorial before. I've done Wet n Wild and I've also done e.l.f. So for this brand, I decided to do one of my favorites at the drugstore, which is Maybelline. I love Maybelline. Their products are amazing, and pretty much my daily routine pretty much consists around Maybelline. So I think their products are amazing for drugstore, great prices, one of the best. I think they're like the high-end version in the drugstore section, if that makes sense. They're not like super, they're not the most affordable, but they're not the most expensive, if that makes sense. But they're really good. So I have a whole bucket here and I'm so excited to dive in. I have everything except for bronzer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they really have a bronzer. I think they have like a quad, but I don't think the color, not like, you know, like a little like brick. I had like a blush, bronzer, and highlight. I might be wrong, maybe I'm thinking of a different brand, but I don't think the color was my color, and I was trying to find singles, but I guess they don't have one. But you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I checked Ulta and Walmart twice and I didn't find it. But everything else is Maybelline, so I'm so excited to dive in and do this one brand tutorial for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down below, or if you guys have any other brands specific that you want me to do. I have a couple in my head that I want to do still, but you guys let me know and I'll be happy to do that for you. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Also, don't mind my hair, it's still kind of wet. I just got out of the shower and I don't like to blow dry my hair. I like to let it air dry, and I did put some product, like some spray in my hair, and it'll get wavy in a minute. But first product, of course, I'm gonna go in. Oh, I've already done my skincare prior to this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into primer. So what I got was the Master Prime Primer Base, and it's the blur and pore minimizing one. I love anything that blurs and pore minimizes. I think that's really amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I've never tried this one before. I have the hydrating one, which I really like. Ooh, it's clear. So let's see how this one works. So I have my mirror. So if you guys can see my mirror, I hope you guys can't really see it. So I'm gonna lift it up a little bit. So let's go ahead, and it feels really like greasy, like oily, which is weird for something that's supposed to blur and minimize pores. But we'll try it anyway. I don't really think that did anything. It doesn't even look like it did anything, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, let's just move on. I didn't like the consistency of that. It really felt really oily going onto my fingertips and on my face. It didn't feel right. I don't really think it did anything either, but let's just move on. So next thing we've got is eyebrows, and I did get a brow pencil. I got this micro brow pencil in the shade Deep Brown. I hope this is dark enough for me. I like the Total Temptation brow pencil, but I don't want to go in with the same products you guys have already seen before in my previous videos. So I decided to get a new pencil. I really wanted to get that, it's not a brow gel, but it's like a brow tint. It's the one that has like three little, I don't think they're brushes, like little, does that make sense? It has like these three little things that like help you, like give you like hair-like strokes, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and I really wanted to try it, but I don't have it. So I'm just gonna stick with this pencil. I like this one specifically. I chose this one because the pen is really thin. It kind of reminds me of my Brow Wiz, so I'm hoping that it'll be good to do my eyebrows with. So let's go in with this one and see how they look. So my thoughts on this brow pencil, I think it's a really good pencil. I like this spoolie too. It's like super tough, which is really good. The thing is about this pencil is that it's super pigmented, which can be good or bad. And if you do twist this up a little too high when you're doing is this sharpening itself? That's cool. That's weird. Anyways, if you do twist up the pencil a little too high, it does break very easily. It happened to me a couple times while I was trying to do my brows, but it is very pigmented. If you like that kind of pencil for a drugstore pencil, this is really good. For me, I would like a more softer as in pigmentation, only because I can customize my brows that way. Like my brow wiz is not as pigmented as this. But if you guys are looking for a really super pigmented, very soft, really easy to use pencil, this is a really good one. I like this one actually, so I'm gonna put that on the side. Now to prime my eyes and kind of clean up my brows, I'm gonna go in with this concealer. It's the Super Stay Better Skin Concealer and Corrector. I've actually never used this before, and I really want to because I heard really good things about it, but I just never got it. That makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and apply it as a primer and as a brow cleaner upper. This concealer was actually really nice. It was really easy to blend underneath my eyebrows and to blend onto the lid, so not bad. I can't wait to see how it's gonna look underneath my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow palette that I got was the Burgundy bar. I don't know if this is new or not. I've never seen it before, and then all of a sudden it showed up in Walmart and I'm like, whoa, what is this? So I kind of opened it up already, and I thought it was all shimmers, but actually these two at the end are mattes, so that's really good to see. If you guys have tried this palette, let me know. I've never tried this before. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a brush, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So the first shade we're gonna go into is this light brown shade here, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid with this really big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M504. I haven't swatched any of these either, so I'm just gonna try it on the brush first, see how it looks. Okay, a good amount goes onto the brush. I don't know if you guys can see that, but not bad. Let's see how they work on the eyes. What do you guys think? I like it, and it blended very nicely. I feel like it's looking a little gray in the crease, which is weird because it's supposed to be like a brown color. So I don't know how I feel about that, but we're gonna move on. So there really isn't much for me to do, so I can't really do the crazy eyeshadow look, if that makes sense. So I am gonna cut my crease a little bit just so I can lay down one of the shimmer shades. I don't know which one I wanna go with. I'm gonna swatch some of them and see how they look. Because I do want to go in with one of these burgundy shades, but I don't know which one I want to do. Wow, they're swatching really nicely, actually. I'm just going to do this. Wow, you guys see that? Not bad, not bad. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with this shade in here. This is like, it's not super burgundy, but it's like a copper burgundy mix type of shimmer, if you guys can see that, which is really cool. So I'm gonna go in with that one, but first I'm gonna cut my crease a little bit. So I'm gonna go back in and grab some of the concealer. I'm gonna put it probably like right here. I'm just gonna grab my brush that I use to lay down the concealer on my eyelid. Some of it, I wonder if that works. Oh, it does work. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this shade now right up here, and I already coated some onto the brush. And I'm gonna try with the brush first and see how that looks. I'm gonna put some more. See how that looks? I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Just gonna pat it, not really rub it in, just pat it and see how it looks. It looks alright. I feel like maybe we can intensify it if I use the setting spray. So I'm gonna put some onto the brush, and I'm gonna use the setting spray that I purchased that's also from Maybelline. This is the Wear Boosting Setting Spray. I don't know if they have any other ones, but this is the only one I saw, so spray some. See if that makes it look a little better. Let's try it again. I think I wet the wrong side. Okay, it's this side. Intensified it a little more. You guys tell the difference? It looks a lot better like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing onto the other side. Okay, I don't think that looks bad. I like the shimmer. I like the color of the shimmer too. It's really coppery, burgundy. It's super pretty. So I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush and a clean brush. I'm just gonna go back in with that brown transition shade that we first put on. I'm just gonna blend up here a little bit. Okay, now that that's on there, I'm gonna go in with that darker shade in the palette, and I'm going to lightly put some at the outer corners just to give it a little something and see how that looks. I'm just gonna pat it in first. Oh, not bad. Patting it in, and kind of blending it inwards just a little bit, nothing too crazy. I know it looks kind of rounded and weird right here, but we're gonna go ahead and blend it out, and then we're also gonna clean it up when we go in with like our foundation and concealer and stuff. So don't worry about that part. This palette's really giving me some fall vibes, and I'm not mad at it. I'm like so excited for like fall makeup looks. Are you guys? Because I'm super excited. So I'm gonna go ahead with a clean brush. There's no product on this brush whatsoever, so I'm just gonna use this to clean up these edges. I am grabbing the very end of the brush, so so I don't have a lot of pressure onto the brush, so it kind of blends a little nicely here. And I'm gonna take a makeup wipe here. I'm just going to slowly just clean this up here. Okay. I'm gonna do the same to the other side. Okay, now that we have that on there, I'm gonna go ahead and start the rest of my face actually. So let's see, what are we gonna go in with? We do have some foundation, here it is. So I would have gone with like my usual like matte and poreless or the liquid Superstay, but I really wanted to try something new. So I decided to use the Maybelline Superstay, the stick foundation. I don't think I've ever tried stick foundation like ever. So I like the Maybelline Superstay, so hopefully this is kind of the same thing. I did get the shade, I think it was Natural Beige if I'm correct. Yeah, Natural Beige. So I'm gonna go ahead and just swipe this on here. See how that looks. And I'm not gonna go in with that sponge that it has back there. I don't really trust that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use one of my brushes. I'm just gonna use this little buffer brush and blend this in. That was actually pretty good coverage. I do think the color is slightly too dark for me, but that's okay. Yeah, it was pretty good coverage. It's not a lot of coverage. It's not what I like, but it's not bad. It was really easy to blend too. It didn't dry really, really quickly. So that's great. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that Better Skin, Superstay Better Skin Concealer. And I got the shade Light Medium, I believe, yep. So I'm just going to apply that like so. Now I'm really picky with concealers, especially now that I have Tarte Shape Tape and all that. I've been super picky, so let's see how I like this concealer. I also tried that, this is kind of random, but I tried that new Too Faced concealer. I don't like it. Like, I'm just gonna tell you guys now, I don't like it. I could still see my under eye circles with it on, and I think that's like super annoying, so I just stick with my Tarte Shape Tape now. Because my Tarte Shape Tape covers my dark circles and that one just doesn't. So in case you guys were curious, I'm gonna go back in with that same little buffer brush and I'm just going to blend out this concealer. Okay, I went to go wet a little beauty sponge. This is also from Maybelline. I think this is like the only sponge that they have, but I just used it to kind of tap the creases in really quick. I kind of blend out the concealer a little more. I actually really like the concealer. The finish is really pretty. It's giving me a little bit of like luminosity to my skin, if that makes sense. Like it's giving me a little bit of a glow, and I actually really like it. So it's not as full coverage, but it's pretty darn good. So I actually like this. Great. So powder. So actually, not powder. I actually have a cream contour little thing that I have here. So I'm going to use this to contour. This is the Master Contour, and I got the shade Light. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. It has not been opened yet, and I'm just going to use that darker side, not the light shade, but like the darker shade, just to kind of contour a little bit since we didn't really have a bronzer to work with. So I'm just going to find my cheekbone here, kind of draw a line upwards, and that looks kind of gray. Okay, we'll try the other side. Yep, that's gray. That looks very gray. Does that look really gray to you guys? Okay, I do not like that, but we'll try to blend it out anyway. Let's grab this little fiber brush here and just blend this upwards. Okay, I blended it all out. I used the brush, but then I also went with the sponge and blended it upwards. It's okay. It's a little more gray than I would want it to look like. So it's not really my most favorite type of contour. So I'm just gonna move on. Ow. I'm gonna move on with powder. And of course I'm gonna use my favorite powder, the Fit Me Loose powder in the shade Fair Light. So I'm gonna go ahead and tip it over. It's just how I like to do it. And then I'm just gonna grab some. I'm gonna grab some at the bottom of my little blender here. And kind of tap off the excess. I'm just gonna push it into other parts of my face. Now for the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and use not this curvy side, but I'm gonna use this side and set my under eyes here. I really like how my makeup is looking so far. Why am I even shocked? It's Maybelline. So I don't really have a bronzer from Maybelline, like I said. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I use the light bronzer. I'm just gonna bronze my face really quick. All right, now that that's on, I'm gonna go in with some blush, and I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me blush, and I got the shade Coral. I'm gonna open this up. Hopefully this is a good color. It looks like it's a good color. I'm gonna grab a little brush here and just apply that. And then of course for a highlight, I'm gonna go in with the Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. If I can open it correctly, I'm just gonna put that on my face. Now that all of my powders are on, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some of the setting spray just so all of the powders can sink into my skin. Go ahead and spray that. Okay. I'm gonna grab my little card here and just fan myself out very quickly. I'm looking quite glowy right now, if I say so myself. I actually like how I look right now. So, I got this eyeliner, which I'm gonna pull out right now. It's this little eyeliner. It's called the Curvitude Liner, which I thought was really cool. It has a really cool looking shape there for an eyeliner, which is really interesting. So I'm gonna use this to line my eyes. I'm gonna pop some lashes on. I may or may not put a color underneath my lower lash line. I'm kind of debating because the colors were not that fabulous. Like the matte shades were not that great. I don't wanna make my eyes look too muddy. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop some liner to line my lashes, pop some lashes on, and then I'm just gonna go with my usual mascara, the Maybelline Big Shot mascara, and then I'll be right back. And I think that brings us to the end of this video, guys. I used every single product, obviously except bronzer, but mostly every single product from Maybelline. So I'm gonna tell you my final thoughts. You guys already know, like I said before, Maybelline's literally my favorite drugstore brand out there. They have amazing products. So I obviously love the lip gloss. I love the loose setting powder, the Big Shot mascara. I actually found a new love for this blush. It's super, super pretty, so I really like that. Oh, this concealer, it looks so nice too. I'm gonna keep using this, especially for like my makeup days. I think this will be a really nice concealer. It really gave me this really pretty like glow on my face. I don't know, I'm not used to that for my concealer, so I really liked it. You guys already know I like the highlighter. I don't like the contour stick. It was a little too gray for me, so I don't like that, and I don't think I'll be using that anytime soon. I don't really like the pore minimizing thing either. It didn't feel very nice, if that makes sense. It felt kind of oily and greasy going onto my face, and I'm not really used to that, but I mean, it didn't do a bad job, but I just don't like the consistency of it. But I might or may not be using this in the future. I'm not sure about this yet. I like the setting spray. It felt really nice. I wish the nozzle was a little different. It was a little aggressive going onto my face, but I really like it. It doesn't have a strong scent, which is great. The foundation, it looks good. Obviously it's a little too dark for me, but it looks good. I do prefer my liquid foundation better, but it's not bad. So if you guys are looking for a foundation stick, I don't think that's a bad one. Let's see, what else do we got? The eyeshadow palette. So I like the shimmers, I like the color, I like the concept. The only thing I don't like is I do not like these two matte shades in here. I don't like them at all. They blended nicely, but they're not, I don't know, they came off a little too gray. They weren't fun. I just wish they had a little more matte shades so I can play with it a little more. I couldn't really do a fantastic eye look like I planned on doing, but I really like them. I do like the shimmer shades. They do need a little working with, if that makes sense. Like you do need to spray a little bit of setting spray to make them look a little more shimmery, a little nicer, make them glow a little more. So, but other than that, it's not a bad eyeshadow palette. It's not my most favorite from the drugstore, but it's not a bad palette, if that makes sense. I much prefer other palettes than this one, but I think that was all of them. So, oh, the eyeliner, forgot. Eyeliner, again, it's not the blackest eyeliner, but it's not bad. So, but it's not the blackest. And I do like the shape of it. I wish that they kept the shape, but with a really, really dark, really, really matte black liner. I would love it and I would keep using it. But I think that was everything. Let me know if you guys see anything that I forgot to say, because I feel like I am missing something, but I don't see anything that I'm missing here. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought down below. Definitely let me know what your favorite product is from Maybelline, or your least favorite product too. Also let me know what other brands you guys want me to do a one brand tutorial on. I'm really looking forward to more towards the drugstore brands, if that makes sense. So in case you guys have a favorite, or if you guys want me to do high-end, I'll do that too. It can be a little pricey, but I'll do it for you guys if you guys really want me to try that for you. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought down below. Give this video a like if you liked this video, or if you liked one brand tutorials in general. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave. I do post videos every Sunday at 10 a.m. PST just for you guys, and occasionally one bonus video throughout the week, depending every time when I can film. I don't know if I'll be doing a bonus video after this one, but I'm gonna try my very best. Yeah, so I think that was everything for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!